Welcome in, Dorothy. Hope you're doing well. Well, that's good. Welcome in, Emma. One day, one moment, one breath at a time, Dorothy. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't overdo it. Just continue to pace yourself. There's no but. That's the whole purpose. That's the reason why you're healing. You're healing well because you're pacing yourself. Don't overdo it. Welcome in, Renee. Welcome in, Bradley and Katie. Somebody's getting at my throat chakra already. I'm picking up that somebody's shaking in their boots, hoping you don't find out certain information. They're kind of nervous. I don't know what that's all about. They're kind of nervous about you finding out certain information. Welcome in, Michael. So we're going to get into a collective tonight. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Take a look at the description box for further information. If this reading does not resonate with you, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes a message might resonate, sometimes it doesn't. For some people, it's a hit or miss. This information that they're nervous about you finding out would upset you. But then again, it will surprise you. Rejection is protection. That's astral projection, Michael. I'm just taking some time to shuffle the cards, get them all ready. Somebody popped. I mean, I just got the freedom card in the reverse. Somebody feels trapped with what they've done. They're feeling guilt. You're feeling ashamed. They would sooner see you trapped than living it up. Alright, Spirit, what's the deal? Scoop, what's the tea? So apparently somebody either wasn't prepared for the happiness, for the healing to happen. They weren't for this abundance to come in. Somebody was hoping on your downfall. And it's almost as if the absolute opposite happened. And I really pick up that they wanted you to hate yourself. They thought they were clever, but you end up loving yourself instead. They thought they were clever, but you're the clever one, is what I'm being told. Your energy very well could be vibrant at this time. Somebody got the memo that you're a mystic, that you're tapped in, that you're rather powerful. Somebody didn't get the memo. Somebody's thinking you're gatekeeping something. It's almost like you don't divulge to everyone what's actually going on. You keep things to yourself. And it seems like you don't let on everything that you know. I'm really picking up that you are an observer. You tend to stay quiet. You learn more that way. You definitely made a collective. And people didn't see that coming. They didn't realize how tapped in you were. And that your old soul. You're definitely tapped into the supernatural. And you're building a community of truth, of justice. Somebody didn't expect that. You are a messenger. And tried to diminish this message, thinking that you were not protected, but they found out otherwise. Not only are you protected, you are a protector. And according to the experience they've had, you're not one to mess with. Hey Sag, welcome in. Somebody's questioning where you get your wisdom. Somebody's being humbled by them. They're having no other choice but to drop this anger bit. They're being brought to their medical knees for what they've done, thinking they could just pull the wool over your eyes and just not stay with it. They're feeling it. They didn't want to learn their lesson. They're learning a lesson anyway. Whatever this is, spirit, whatever this is to you, collective, you are free. There was no loss here. You didn't lose out on this at all. By walking away, you actually gained from this experience. You faced your fears. And you're coming out on top is what's happening, is the feeling I get. You're rising, collective. You should be proud. You've been through enough. You've been through a lot. I'm doing okay, Sag. I'm doing okay. Somebody else, though, that we're dealing with, they don't want to learn their lesson. So they're having no other choice but to learn the hard way. That's out of our hands. We need to wash our hands of it. Okay? This person that's learning their lesson, that's dealing with karma, is their confession, if there is any. Is there anything they want to say? I'm embarrassed by my actions and feel disgusted with myself. Okay. Okay. You probably should. Feel through it. I'm keeping secret from you and I hope you don't find out. Yeah. Oh, didn't I just say that earlier? Rejecting you is protecting myself. Yeah. Else. I'm afraid that your feelings for me are not mutual. Yeah, you guys, they're not afraid of it anymore. They know it. The feelings are not mutual. One more. Alright, so if feelings aren't mutual, what's the point? Okay, so there's communication that's going to help you stay in your power. So somebody that you guys don't have mutual feelings with has some sort of information. Some sort of clarity for you. And secrets from you, and I hope you don't find out. What are these secrets? Could be a water sign. Somebody's coming forward towards you by the looks of it. The King of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. These secrets is that they're moving forward towards you, but they know your heart is guarded. Their heart is guarded too. But they're taking their time, they're moving forward. Tell me more about these secrets. Something's going to be revealed about fulfillment. And you might have already intuitively found this out, but there's some sort of inspiration regarding this. Oh. Okay. An inspired death, an intuitive death, an intuitive ending. I think what's coming through is that there's going to be a revealing of someone passing away. It's either a revealing of them passing away or of them ending something. You could be their wish fulfillment. They're going to reveal that you are their wish fulfillment. They just want to make sure they're making grounded decisions. They want to come in consistent. They're being patient with how it's all working out. They are hoping this action moving forward and this collaboration brings wish fulfillment. And I think it to end a bad cycle. Embarrassed by their actions and feeling disgusted. What's all about? About how they ruined a family? How they feel defeated? Something about a journey? Knight of Cups. Somehow they want to come forward. There's some sort of compassion or wanting to come forward, but they're too embarrassed to. They're kind of numb. Not really all up in their head about it, but they're numb. They're just taking time out for them. They're trying to open up their heart, trying to nurture themselves. They might want to come in with some sort of commitment. And I'm really kind of picking up on this, like they jumped the gun maybe. They came a little too heavy. And they didn't want to do that. They just wanted to be chill. But they came in and kind of immersed themselves. Now they're trying to plant new seeds somehow, some way. There's a King of Pentacles fighting. Talking shit. Portraying that he's stable, but he's really not. He very well could be embarrassed by his actions, lashing out in bitterness. Maybe they're feeling disgusted. Something about a Two of Cups. I don't know, collective. I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm uninspired, but I'm just tired, I think, more or less. I'm just uninspired. Hello, Angel. I'm not suicidal. That's for sure. I'm just tired. It's kind of like the sleep that... It's kind of like the tired that sleep can't fix. Spirit, what's our most blessed message for my collective? What's the message we need to know about? We got the Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords. So somebody's being stopped in their track, some sort of betrayal. Somebody thought that they could be sneaky and betray you one last time, by the sounds of it. And their whole world is turning upside down into chaos. For trying. I get the sense that you're finding your stability, your independence, collective, and this is why they're coming in to try to betray you, trying to steal from you, to try to disenfranchise you. They're very, very bitter at the fact that you're finding your independence. They're bitter at the fact that you're surviving, that you're rising, and you're winning. Yeah, they want you brokenhearted. They want you, yeah, they want you brokenhearted. They want you depleted. I'm also get the fact that somebody is bitter at the fact that they have to come in and give you something. Apparently it's yours, not even theirs. But apparently they have it and they need to give it to you. But this is supposed to ruin your new beginning, and it's supposed to have you all locked up in your head. The Four of Swords in reverse, it's supposed to have you all restless in your head and not being able to rest. So I really get that they're trying to betray you and steal your joy, steal your peace. But you've already made boundaries with this energy, I think. You've already come out. What they have to say to you is irrelevant. King of Pentacles in the reverse. So this person is extremely unstable. They thought they were being sneaky with this betrayal, but it's turning out to be a lot more burdensome than what they thought. Thinking that they could betray you and you would never find out. Or so they thought. This King of Pentacles is unhinged. I'll tell you now. They're not going to get where they want to go. And I really get the feeling that they're trying to project this energy onto you. This instability. They want you in the Five of Cups, but you're not. You've grown beyond that. You've raised your standards. Yeah, you've stepped into your independence. Like, you stepped out of this energy. Five of Swords. There's nothing to say to this person anymore. Like, it's like a bitter person, right? You have this bitter person that's in your energy. You try to console them, you try to help them, you try to support them, and they don't want nothing to do with it, right? They just want to sit there and be in their bitterness, right? And because you don't want to entertain that bitterness, you'd rather help them find support and strengthen and rise above it. And they would sooner just sit in their pile of shit. They don't want your help. So, like, this is really picking out. Don't throw pearls before swine. So the people that want your help, help them. But the people that don't want your help, clearly, don't bother with them. Don't spend too much energy on them. And most of all, don't feel guilty about walking away if they totally betrayed you or discontinued any type of anything with that. Because they're trying to be sneaky. Right? Some of them are trying to get back in your energy now. But they don't know how to show up. They still show up with their bitterness. They don't show up with any type of compassion, nothing. So, again, why would you entertain that? And this is what I mean. People need to really figure out how they're showing up and learn how to show up better. Be better. If you want the world to change, you need to start be better. And that's from within you. You start from the inside and you work your way out. As you change your inner world, your outer world changes to meet it, to meet its frequency. If you want to continue to be in the victim mentality and swell in the victim juice, then that's fine. Go sit in a pile of shit over there and leave the people that actually level up to level up. And stop feeling so bitter at the fact that they want to level up beyond you and leave you behind. Stop feeling so bitter about it. Like, some people feel like they're being left behind, but it's they left themselves behind. But somehow we're supposed to pick them up. They literally to be spoon-fed. Meanwhile, we scrunched, we saved, we worked really hard to get to where we are. Now they've got nothing to say. They want to reconcile. They want to fix what they fucked up. But I think what Spirit's trying to tell me is you got no spoons left for this. Alright, Spirit, give us another 6 stack, another message, another timeline. What are these? Okay. So we got the Ace of Cups. We got the Page reversed. It's about the Ten of Pentacles. The Five of Wands reversed. And the Three of Wands reversed. What it's showing here, you're pouring into yourself, love yourself, you're finding your self-worth. You're building inner kingdom of emotion. However, you've got no spoons left for derogatory people. People don't want to match you. You don't got nothing. So you're focused on your Ten of Pentacles. You're focused on the foundation. You're focused on building your tribe. You're focused on reconciling those energies that may have got caught in the fray, the ones that have value. And it's almost like somebody's wanting to reconcile with you so that way you miss out. You get yanked back into an old timeline to reconcile. It's kind of giving me like they don't want to be left behind. It's not about being left behind, it's more about evolution, evolving as an individual. And we got cups. So it's like there's some sort of a reconciliation, and then there's a missing out, and then there's a walking away. Like somebody wants you to miss, like, okay. Somebody's coming in with a love offer, but they're emotionally unavailable. They're focused on a Ten of Pentacles, on a foundation, and they want to reconcile. Okay? Otherwise, they're missing out on something, right? Because you're walking away from this. So there's something somebody has to say before you walk away for good. This is what I'm picking up on. This isn't for everybody. And they are inspired to come forward. So there's some sort of an offer, but they're emotionally unavailable, which is weird. Either emotionally unavailable or they don't have much to give. They don't have much to offer. It's like they're coming in to offer you love, but they need a lot of love in return because they feel depleted. It's almost like they're asking for love, so that's why they're giving you love, because they want some in return. This also could be read that somebody wants to come in with an offer, but you are unavailable. You're focusing on your foundation, but they somehow want to reconcile something because they feel like they're missing out, and they feel like you're walking away. Nine of Cups. So it's like something to do with wish fulfillment. What? It's almost like I'm picking up on status. Like, for somebody to say that they were with you. Like, it was somebody's wish fulfillment. Like this was more for them than anything else. It's like they could care less about you. It's more or less your energy and your emotions. Or the status or protection or healing that would give. I don't know, depending on who you are. Two of Cups first. Yeah, this person is more focused on money than a relationship. They're more focused on stability than a relationship. They're coming in with a cup of love, but they're focused more or less on a Ten of Pentacles. Maybe they can offer than anything else. This isn't a relationship. They're gonna come in making it look like it's fulfillment, but it's really not. Five of Swords reversed. This is the type of energy that'll fuck up and then try to reconcile with you and say sorry and apologize, and then they'll fuck up again. You'll be constantly reconciling with this person. Yeah, there's no hope for this. No hope whatsoever. It's kind of like bringing you back into the past after you've closed out a cycle. There's hope for this. The Star, there's no hope for this. This reconciliation, this Ten of Pentacles, there's no hope for it. This whole picture that they think that they have, that this offer's coming in with, or for, or whatever, they're absolutely delusional. They think that no. No, this is why the cycle's being ended. This is why reconciled. This is why they're missing out. This is why it's being ended. Okay, there is no forward movement with this energy. Whoever's coming in with this offer, no. It's only basically to open up old wounds, to get you to miss out, to get you to look back on the past. All the while you're trying to look away from it. This could be dealing with family. You've been going through a major rebirth. The Death card in the reverse on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, Betrayal. So it's almost as if they sent this love offer in that was emotionally unavailable just to basically betray you. Make it look like wish fulfillment. All for a Ten of Pentacles. For nothing. Just to betray you. For this Ten of Pentacles, maybe. Using this love offer. Queen of Pentacles. This Queen of Pentacles nurtured this whole idea of ruining this relationship. The Queen of Pentacles and the Star, this is a cusp baby. So, January 19th, January 20th. She looked trying on the outside, but there's a darkness to her. Five of Swords. Created conflict, drama, rumors. Tried to end in us. Somebody in Empress energy, somebody building a new beginning for themselves. Queen of Swords. nurturing your truth about the past, ending out cycles that made you miss out anyway. This is why you're walking away. You're nurturing your truth. You're stepping into your truth. You're stepping into your abundant energy. Because of this ending of the cycle. Because of the no. Why spin your wheels for what? Get pulled out and get going in a different direction. When somebody betrayed you through a connection, it's almost like this love offer was sought after, and it's like it was orchestrated to betray you on purpose. I'm hearing a really way to destabilize you. With the Five of Cups in the bottom of the deck. Seven of Wands wanted you defenseless with the spell. But you just continued to nurture your stability throughout this rebirth. Eight of Wands, King of Cups. They threw a lot at you. Threw a lot at you. To the point where you guarded your heart. All the while defenseless, you still focused on building a new foundation. And you did it quite quickly. You had no other choice but to bounce back. Even though it was turned upside down, you guarded your heart, your world was turned upside down. That all happened very, very quickly. And what it's being shown here is your reflexes are on point. Because you still continue to move forward with compassion. The Page of Pentacles, somebody's how the hell they're the ones going to be asking you for help. Because they were the ones trying to destroy you. They're questioning themselves. How is it possible that I need to ask them for help? When I was trying to destroy them to begin with. It's haunting them. I think this cycle ended, collective. By divine intervention. You're no longer in your head, you know the truth. Is there anything else to clarify this reading? It wasn't an equal give and take. You were constantly on guard. There's like it's an apology. It's like somebody's coming in. There was a constant need for compassion. It kept you from standing in your power, taking a leadership position, and the information that you needed is always on hold. Right? Anything that you needed to know about, you couldn't. You had to always wait for it. And it never comes. And they left you in the dark. whoever this is. They were playing stupid, trying to throw a whole bunch of different offers at you and get overwhelmed, just to set you up and feel private. To uninspire you about this Ten of Pentacles. And get you bitter. It's either that or the Queen of Cups is bitter. About the fact that you found a new foundation. They wanted you suffering, collective. There was no give and take here. They want you overwhelmed. They want you in this energy. They're projecting it on you. Uninspired, guarded, unable to make a decision or trust. They tried hard to do this, but you're healing from it, and they don't like this. They thought by doing this to you, they would render you powerless, but it's only leveling you up. That's what they didn't anticipate. Somebody's trying to manipulate you through lust. To bring a destruction to a utopia or a family. Try a warning angel. What about this manipulation? Five of Cups. You've healed from this already? Knight of Swords, reverse. Yeah, they're still lying on you. The Ace of Swords, there's clarity coming. Five of Wands. Somebody's not happy. They're not getting what they want. And collective, you're getting justice. They worked so fucking hard to bring about some major bullshit to you, your life. And, yeah. Three of Wands, just be patient. Everything's gonna fall into place. The Chariot in reverse. Whoever's trying to manipulate you and lie and all this shit, clarity is coming, my friend. Don't worry. I have a feeling tell on themselves. I don't know who that was for, but take what resonates, everybody. I want to say thank you to all 28 of you for hanging out. Don't care if you're a hater or not. Thank you for the beer. I had 2 draw. The Wheel of Fortune. Collective, good things are on the way. They're divinely protected as well. So nobody's gonna mess with them. Just be patient. Two piles. 1, 2. Pick a pile. I'm gonna pick up both piles. Pick a pile. Whatever pile that you choose is going to be the pile of your message. You can keep it to yourself. Okay? We are going to look at what is your current situation. We're going to look at what is leaving behind you, what is challenging you, or what it would be your challenge, what you're walking away from, what you're walking into, what your attitude should be, what is your overall influence to the situation that you're dealing with, your hopes and fears for this situation and your outcome. If you pick this pile, we're going to start with you first. So, what you don't see coming. We have the Aces in reverse. Something that you thought was good is coming to an end. It's going to show itself as to be not as good as what it was projected to be. The Page of Pentacles, you might have to invest into it more than you expected. Queen of Wands, reverse. This might come toxic to the point of acting out or manipulation. Eight of Pentacles. You are going to get through this. This is another test, another simulation to see how you would deal with this. Are you going to choose you? And walk away. Are you going to settle? Are you going to get them, allow them to get you to react to where you're having to act out of character and stick up for yourself? What's the case? What's the situation? Knight of Wands. So this is about moving forward. Where am I gonna go? What am I gonna do? How can I get there? What's crossing you? Five of Swords. So there's a lot of people talking about you moving forward. What's in your head? You got the Nine of Swords, so that makes sense. You're all up in your about it, but you're sorting things out. You could be going through a dark night of the soul. I'm really getting this rebirth energy, but you're kind of midway through shadow. but you're kind of hesitating because you're scared. There's nothing scary about shadow and about the so-called unknown, because the unknown is everything that you've dealt with as far as your traumas are concerned. You've already dealt with it already. You've already looked it in the face. You've already seen it for what it was. So, it's not as scary as you might think it is. So empower yourself. And if a lot of this stuff, of trauma, is from the past, see if it's going to happen now with these new boundaries that you set. Don't allow yourself to get in particular situations in order for that shit to happen anymore. Be strategic. What about your heart space? We got justice in the reverse. So there's definitely some sort of imbalance in your heart space. There's something going on. I hope it's Libra initiated or something to do with Libra, or you could be a Libra. I don't know. It could be about a Libra. Libra's the justice card, that's all I'm saying. But it represents more or less imbalance when it's in the reverse. A lot of injustice to the heart space is probably broken heart, betrayal. Could be a reason why you're all up in your head. It could be a reason why you're having to constantly reconcile a lot of the storm that's been going on. Has been a challenge for you, wanting to move forward, right? So people have been talking about a lot of shit about how you're moving forward. I'm being told untouched or unfazed, or you don't look like what you've been through kind of scenario. People are all up in their head about that. You're finding an inner power, you're invoking your inner warrior, you're finding the courage, you're finding the strength within yourself that you never thought you'd have, which is pretty remarkable. Spirit's saying that you do also recognize that you do walk with the divine, so continue to do so. Stay in that power. Trust. Well, what are you walking away from, collective? Seven of Swords reversed. I need to clarify this. Because Seven of Swords reversed, this is like getting back to all the shit that you thought you lost and you're walking away from it. What's all this about? Ten of Pentacles, King of Cups. It's almost as if you're going to get your own. You're like, you're not even entertaining this bullshit anymore. And it's like, there's a whole bunch of people tried to get you all up in your head in conflict because they pretty well stole from you. And what you're walking away from. You're walking away from any possibility of retrieving it from them. So you're moving in a new direction to go get it somewhere else, in a different form, in a new way. Guarding your heart, knowing that you're going to make it with your own steps, within your own emotional tension, not having to worry about anybody else's bullshit drama, being connected to it. Meaning that they have the audacity and the authority to rig paperwork to make it move in their favor. Thinking that they're going to steal out on a whole bunch of money. Page of Swords. There's going to be communication coming forward. Five of Cups. It's going to make you very sad. But that's its job. That's what it's supposed to do. Understand that, collective. Understand the intent behind what is being said to you by these particular people. Yeah. You're coming out of this tower, and they're trying to bring you back down again. Queen of Wands in the reverse. And the Ten of Wands on the side. Somebody's pissed that you healed, really, because they're trying to open up old wounds that are healed. And you're finding your independence. You're not allowing this old news to even acknowledge them. The whole thing is, collective, had they did what they were supposed to do in the first place, they would have had their hands clean. Right? It would have been your problem. Little did they know, their greediness saved you from a lemon. Okay? Little did you know that their greediness actually turned out to be a saving grace for you. They did you a favor. And this is why the Divine's laughing in the sidelines. Because they thought they were being greedy. They thought they were pulling a wool over your eyes. And they, in fact, were attaching themselves to a lemon. So now that you know that you don't want that lemon, that you don't want that to begin with, they have already taken it from you. Somehow they're all butthurt at the fact that you've healed this injustice in your heart. You're guarding your heart and you're working on your own pentacles. You got the Four of Cups because you weren't satisfied. You knew you deserved better than that. The King of Wands. You knew that it wasn't in alignment with who you are. They tried to get you to act out of character, out of who you are. They tried to make you into something you're not, and you want nothing to do with that. It's disgusting. And this is why you're coming out of this tower. And they're going to come in and try to distract you with this summation. As if it's significant. Meanwhile, I have a feeling that it's already something that you know. Yeah, you made a major judgment call. Major judgment call. Oh, yikes. Alright, so with this pack, we're moving on here to what you're going to walking in. Okay? So you're walking out of this whole idea of having this so-called Ten of Pentacles that they're dangling over their fucking head. And, you know, making you pretzel yourself into a pretzel in order to receive it. It's like, no, I'm not playing that stupid-ass game. You know that's yours. And they stole it anyway. They're just trying to make a narrative to where you don't deserve it, you don't have it, you don't qualify for it, whatever the case may be. Meanwhile, it was in your name. Okay? And then they don't want to take a responsibility for their own actions with their own bullshit regarding it. Because they've already stole it, they've already spent it, it's already down the drain. They barely got enough to themselves now. that's why, because they're so fucking greedy. The divine thought they'd let them down easy. They were hoping that they were gonna allow this betrayal to go unnoticed by you. But you're tapping. Part of the reason why they didn't want you tapping in, because then you were gonna figure it out. And sure enough, you did. What's going on? What are you walking into, collective? Betrayal. So brace yourself. Brace yourself. You're walking into a betrayal. Somebody's trapping you, by the looks of it. They're going to give you this whole idea that, you're going to get back what you lost. Everything is going to turn out better than expected, and then it's going to be a betrayal. There's some sort of betrayal here. What's your attitude in relation? The Queen of Wands first, yeah. You want to snap the fuck out. That's what you want to do. I get it. I get it. Understand that this cycle you've already ended with somebody, and they're trying to open it back up again. You all lost in your head. Understand what they're trying to do, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is not in their favor, but that's just what they want for you. Okay, they don't want it in your favor. They want you begging. What's the influence? Three of Cups. Celebrating the little wins, getting reacquainted with your tribe, the people closest to you, the ones that actually matter to you, the ones that are significant to you. Focus on those. Focus on those people. What's your hopes and fears? We got the Queen of Cups. So you're hoping to be able to open up your heart again. That's going to happen. You're going to be able to trust again. But just understand that when you do decide to open up your heart, you're going in this with new wisdom. Understand that you've learned some lessons through this betrayal that you're going to be walking into. It could very well be a trap that you're walking into. Be very, very careful. Use your discernment as to who and where you're walking and what is being offered you. Okay? Celebrate the little wins. Find out who you vibe to and just vibe with. So, what outcome? Two of Wands. So you're going to be moving in a new direction regarding whatever the situation is. I think you've already cut this out anyway, and they're trying to weasel your way back again into this karmic energy, right? For one last hurrah, and it's not going to turn out very well for them. Just stay true to yourself. Stay focused on what you need to do. If you get any claw marks on your ankles, just stomp the mother purse. Okay, and just keep moving forward. If you pick the other pile, Four of Cups, King of Pentacles, Nine of Wands reversed, Queen of Swords, Two of Cups, for the people that picked this pile. We're back with the Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So you're not satisfied right now, collective, and you need to find gratitude. You need to find the attitude of gratitude and stay with it. You're disgruntled. You're unbalanced. What are you talking about, Aiden? I'm very grateful for what I have and what I get. Zip it. Just sit with it for a minute. Where have you taken your experience for granted? Where could you be more grateful? It's a very humbling thought. Where could you display gratitude? What's the situation for this pile here? Got the King of Cups. Finding out what you want, guarding your heart, knowing what you want, standing for what you want, allowing your empathy to guide you. What's the challenge? Two of Pentacles reversed, trying to balance everything out, trying to juggle everything all at once, knowing you deserve better. Seven of Cups. In your head space, you're rather overwhelmed. You've got a lot of different offers, a lot of different things that you're worried about, or that's on your plate right now. Your heart space, you're kind of feeling like you're on quicksand, you're kind of falling through the cracks. It's almost as if like you don't really have a good foundation. What are you walking away from? The Four of Pentacles. What are you walking into? Nine of Pentacles. You're walking away from giving too much, and you're walking into codependency. Very, very careful how this codependency morphs into what it's going to be. Okay, there's a lot of 5 of Wands here, so there very well could be a lot of fighting and conflict within this dynamic, so be very careful. Three of Pentacles, it's about pouring out your heart, finding your self-worth, and collaborating. There's a lot here. And I don't think this Nine of Pentacles is a codependence, but I think this is about a teamwork working together for a common goal. This is what you're walking into, which is beautiful. You're walking into collaboration, a strong collaboration. Right? There may be collaboration and there may be dependency. You're focusing on, you're helping each other balance things out. Very well could be. What's the attitude and relation? Attitude and relations. Eight of Swords. You know the truth now. It's been revealed to you. You're rather upset about what's been revealed to you, but you've tapped in, and there's something about a Ten of Pentacles. There's something about a solid foundation that you're thinking you're talking about, or that you are tapped in. There's definitely a legacy being left here. The Eight of Swords reversed. You know the truth about this. And it's kind of sad to you regarding this. Somebody's sad that you tapped into this. And I'm pretty well calling it out as it is. And then the cards are coming out. The truth is coming out. Somebody's no longer trapped. Somebody wanted you trapped enough to basically feel worthless to even look for this. Ten of Pentacles. Back to High Priestesses here. You tap the fuck in and somebody's at the fact that you're no longer in your head anymore. You're healing. You're empowering yourself. You're calling your power back. You're calling back your abundance. You're spiritually given abundance. That no one can fuck. Page of Cups. You've got no spoons for this anymore. Okay? That's your influence. Don't have no more fucking spoons for these people. Whoever. Your fear is to not have the right information in order to make the right decision. Just know that the divine will always be with you. Or if your world's right side up or upside down. Okay? The Six of Things are going to balance out in the outcome for you. I wouldn't worry too much about this draw. There's a lot of distractions playing on the ability that you are glowing the fuck up. People want you guarded in your heart space. They want you broken. They want you tattered and disgusted. But you're glowing up, wherever you guys are. And I'm talking both sides. People are jealous of you. They're envious at the fact that you're glowing up. They can't even comprehend. This is a time to rest, collective. Okay. Aiden, I don't want to rest. I want to do... Then do something. Then do something. Make sure that it brings you joy. Make sure that it brings you happiness. Brings you fulfillment within yourself. If it's not, be honest with yourself and let it go. Yeah, the Lovers in reverse. Let it go. The High Priestess, yeah. Tap the fuck in to your life. Be the main character. What are you waiting for? Where do you think you get your peace of mind? You get it when you have to fuck in. Yeah, you get the real fucking story, the real McCoy story. You get the truth. It wakes you the fuck up. It pisses you off. And then it sets you free. And then you're unfuckwithable. They can't fuck with you anymore. As much as they try to disconnect you from your divine connection, the divine connection is within you. It gives you life. How are they to do that? How are they to have such an audacity and a thought that they have control over that? They don't. And it's because people like them, the way they act, the way they show up, it's because people like them is the reason why people like don't have access to that. I really get a feeling that people are being made into examples. There's a lot of people out there being made out to the absolute joke that they are. For some, they're telling on themselves. It's rather embarrassing. They should be ashamed of themselves. For good reason. For very good reason. Have a good night, Angel. Colby, there's no word in any language of what God is. There's no word that can explain. This next message isn't for everybody. Shit's about to change for you in ways that you never thought possible. But it's of your determination and your certainty that it's created this endeavor. It's almost as if you are building a foundation on which newer communities are going to be built upon. You are creating the foundation of that space in which new communities can strive. It's in the happening, though. There's a journey that is unknown, but as long as you stay in alignment with the light, we all dance with our shadow from time to time, but as long as you stay within the light, don't sell yourself short. Through determination and certainty, you will find the story. Whatever time, whatever energy you sacrifice into it, it will become itself. It will become something. And all that you're looking at that point is the unseen potential that is waiting for you. This doesn't mean there's sort of an ending, crossroads in a new beginning or a new direction or whatever. This could very well just be you capitalizing on what you've already built, whatever you've already planted, whatever you're already harvesting, and making the most of it. Collective, I sit here and I talk a lot about the karmic energy that we are dealing with. Okay? I don't sit here and talk a lot about us, about the way we're winning, the way things are working out for us. It's really none of anybody's business. Specifically, if we're dealing with spiritual warfare, why would we divulge that for them to sabotage? Right? So, if you're wondering why I don't have a lot of positive messages, the reason why is because I'm here and I'm meant to speak on this that we don't really see all the time. And as taxing as it is, I understand the metaphor and the reason behind it. It's out of a way to protect ourselves. What's the wise old witch gotta say? Wise old witch. Is there any messages collected? Okay. Manifest and threads. Okay. Let's clarify it. So manifest. Mix your intentions with care. Create your desires into reality. Yeah, every intention that you have and that you play out within your ethers of reality. Okay, you have to answer to that. You might think you don't, but you gotta answer to it. In order to craft your desires into reality, you need to lead with integrity and intention. It's beneficial to this manifestation. Weave the threads of your dreams. Your thoughts shape your reality. So everything that's in your mind, everything that you hold in your head, that as well is connected with your manifestations and your intentions. And the way we weave these threads and thoughts within our hell, within our mind, within our temple, it is and it will become very evident as to how the inner world and the outer world correlate. So be very careful. With great power comes great responsibility. Make sure that you stay tapped in, and you'll always get those downloads. Call your power back. Get inspired. Allow your intuition to guide you. Step into calling you. The hairpin, and make a commitment to it. It's going to require a judgment call on your hand. Give me more on the world reverse. Somebody's world is upside down because everything that they said to you or about you to ruin your future, ruin any type of offers you had coming in, to make you beg, falling apart. Their whole world is falling apart because of it. So you just continue manifesting, collective. Whoever's behind the scenes loses shit because their whole world's falling apart. Probably because of it that they were involved in. Just get your popcorn ready. I'm sure this show's gonna get better. But apparently you're not supposed to have any type of mercy, collective. You're not supposed to have any spoons left for these particular people. What they got going on behind the scenes, Spirit? Wheel of Fortune on its side. The Three of Cups on its side. They were siphoning off of you. It was a third-party endeavor, and they were siphoning off of you. They were siphoning your abundance, and they were swindling your manifestations. Quite possibly a King of Swords. The Emperor reversed. So somebody's very tyrannical about the fact that you're manifesting and that you've cut this out. Wanted you in this energy. They've been projecting it to you, but you haven't been receiving it. Six of Pentacles. the nab of pentacles on its side, or the knight. Yeah, that's the knight. Six of Wands. They don't want you to move forward with any type of exposure. There's some sort of balance here. It's kind of giving me they want to tell you the truth, but they want you to shut your mouth. Talk about something else. Get over yourself. Four of Cups. Not satisfied with what they want. Seven of Swords. You're going back for everything they thought that they said that you couldn't have. You're going back for it. But I think in a different direction, again. But hey man, you're set in your ways. Nothing's changing you. The Eight of Wands, things are going to come in very quickly, very quick. Things are going to start speeding up for you. Guard your heart. A lot of offers coming in. Something that might tempt you. But it's something that you end cycle with. Quite possibly a manifestation you ended the cycle with. Maybe it was addiction. Six of Pentacles, okay. The Sun and the Moon. Wow. Collective, there's something about to happen. There's something about to happen that's going to rock your world. I'd love to say that much. You have nothing to worry about. You're having a manifestation. What was meant to literally make you snap out is blowing up in whoever's face is orchestrating the shit behind the scenes. Okay? It's literally going to blow up in their face. And again, you're going to come out as a victor. But the only thing is whoever was behind all this shit all these years is going to be known. All of that being revealed. All of the illusion, anything behind the illusion, behind the gang stalking, behind the sabotage, behind everything to be illuminated. Every bit. This will bring an ending to a cycle. And will bring about a manifestation for you. Just be patient. Shit's about to get real. You thought you were not satisfied? Give the divine some time to work kinks. Work out the wrinkles. Be clear on your intention and your manifestation. That is all. Stay focused. Stay consistent. Continue moving forward. That is literally all you need to focus on right now. I've been saying this for almost 2 weeks now. I've broken record almost every day. For months almost, I think. No matter what the distractions are, just stay focused to what's important to you. Even just at least to get through this retrograde. It's your best bet. There's going to be a tower to the King of Swords. We're going through some major changes for the lies they told. In order to manifest, you want to clear out and align your chakras to start with. Having your chakras unaligned at the time of manifestation will pretty well implode anything that you're trying to make happen. On my post section here on YouTube, there's a diagram, there's a picture of the chakra system from your feet all the way to the top of your head. You go in and you heal and you clear out each energy center starting from the bottom and you work your way up. You will eventually hit nirvana. You will hit that space within yourself where you are connected to the Most High, tapped in. Only able to be knowing that you are healed from within yourself. And you made it happen. Now, clearly this doesn't work for everyone. But it works your well-being, it works with self-empowerment, it works with your self-worth, it works with your courage, your confidence. Brings you to a new perspective. So if anyone thinking that it's not worth it, it's only worth what you put into it. I do have manifestation workshops on the members. And I was saying a while back that I was going to start doing that, and I'm just trying to use this time to rest in order to make myself situated into where I can start doing that. But there's only a select crew that I want to be teaching this stuff to. I don't want just be learning this stuff. Why? Because in the wrong hands it can be dreadful. And unless you've done the work, you don't deserve the blessing of it. There's already a couple manifestation workshops over on the membership side here on YouTube. There's a bunch of different levels, and I do believe it's the flight shop, the flight club membership. Thank you for being here, Collective, for showing up. I appreciate you. I appreciate our friendship. Oh, the world is full of sadness, unfortunately, WC. You're better off taking the rose-colored glasses off and seeing it for what it is. I know the messages have been less stellar and all, but there is a moral to the story, that this shit does happen. This shit is happening. The whole thing is that these are collective messages that I give. We're all going through it. There's more than one person going through the same thing. So to think you're all alone, you think you're not going through it with other people, that's not the case. You're not alone. You never were alone. You never will be alone. And it'll continue to do that and be like that till the end of time. Why, you leaving already, Sarah? It's not about accepting the sadness. It's about acknowledging it. It's about giving it compassion. Giving it a space to heal. To empower. But you have to understand and use your discernment. Because there's certain people out there that don't want to heal. They want to sit in their pile of shit and complain about it. I am not one of those people. And I don't think you are a collector. When people throw us for a loop, they deceive us, they try to pull the wool over our eyes, they betray us, they lie to us, they try to break us down, they try to hurt us. All for that particular reason, so that way we don't rise up into our fullest potential. And this is what that channel is all about. Recognizing what it is and rising despite of it all. That's what this channel is all about. Despite what our haters and the people that want to misunderstand our purpose want to think, we're going to rise into our next season. Why? Because we do deserve it. We've done the work. Somebody wants you continuing old cycles, though. trailing back into old cycles. But you put distance between you and this other person. And you drop the bitterness. It's almost kind of giving me a feeling like you pretty well nothing them. They're not even on your radar. Yeah, and they're bitter about it. Yeah, they're very bitter that you dropped their toxicity. The fact that you won't nurture them because they're toxic, the divine is laughing. Thinks it's a big old fucking joke. They're getting tired of the whining. I give my ancestors and the divine the full right to protect me any way they feel fit, emphasizing their sense of humor. And making sure it's a humbling experience for my adversaries. Oh, for the psychopaths. The fact that you're not in your feelings and you're silent anymore, you're speaking out, you're not feeling left out, it's burning them. It's burning them alive. They were hoping you were going to just shrivel up and die. They were hoping you were going to beg for forgiveness to go back to them. But that didn't happen. They sure as hell didn't want you living in the moment, but here we are. They're losing their shit. That they have no control of you anymore. There's no possibilities of connecting to you again. Yeah. Not happening. Because they were hiding and concealing and deceiving, they were masking themselves, and they can't run and escape what they've done. You're no longer isolated. They wanted you to be isolated. But you ripped yourself. You took accountability for your own choices, and you walked away. You disconnected yourself. You learned from it, you moved on, you raised your frequency, you rised above it. They're busy. They're bitter as fuck about it. And here they just wanted you for a down low love affair. That's all it is. But somehow the fact that you empowered yourselves above all this bullshit, I don't like it. They didn't want you glowing up. They tried to destroy it. But you just stayed in the moment. Yeah, they didn't want you inspired, optimistic, successful, hopeful. They didn't want you having all that. You're just a dirty little secret. They're gonna throw you away later. But somehow you became more successful than they are. Imagine that. You're no longer hitting rock bottom like they hoped. You're no longer overextended or over your head like they hoped. You're not drowning. And they're stressed out about it. Probably have migraines. Yeah, you're no longer paranoid. You're not in this cautious energy. Your insecurities have kind of left you. They're disintegrated. Yeah, you put this isolation, feeling left out and rejected. You take this and you put it to rest. You're no longer in this continuous cycle. You've taken care of this bullshit once for all, I think. It keeps coming out that way. So you're on the right track. You just need to keep moving forward. Being consistent. Not allowing the bullshit and drama to get to you. She'd be saying goodnight for the last, 20 minutes? You're leaving already, are you? Alright. Whoever's leaving, I wish you sweet dreams. Restful sleep. We're just about done here anyway. Sitting at 130 minutes. Shin, why do you gotta be such a fucking narcissist? You can always rewind and watch it. Somebody didn't want you to raise the bar, but you did, collective. They tried to pull you out of your authenticity. They tried to distract you from that. They tried to tear you from your life force and your pursuit of happiness. And they want to project this particular perspective onto you. And they wanted you to take this on in order to create a disvalue within your with who you are. They ultimately tried to discredit you, defame you, and ruin you. Try to destroy your happiness. Just know that your happiness is active, collective. You're divided. You're divided, or you are divinely guided, is what I'm trying to say. Somebody wants you to think that hope is not coming, but there is no hope. That's what they tried to do, but you're a walking miracle. If that isn't hope, what is? You're a walking miracle, collective. If it wasn't for miracles in your life, you wouldn't be here right now. People don't like that. Because they have no other choice but to sit with themselves, with what they've done. The karma that they're receiving is going to be mind-blowing to them. I don't think they're going to be able to handle it. When they sent their bullshit, they didn't have mercy over your soul. They didn't have mercy on you. They wanted it to hit you hard. The divine noted that. The fact that they continue their antics to try to think that they're going to get a one-over on you, the divine noted that. Ruthlessness, the relentlessness, the constant, to try to bring you down, the divine noted that. The divine knows all the most behind why they're doing what they're doing. They don't agree with it. It's based on illusion and disillusion. And because of that, that is why you are protected. That is why absolutely everything that they're coming at you with is battering. What they wanted for your demise will be your rise. Point blank. Period. Decree it, affirm it, believe it. And any demise they wanted for you will become their blessing. So anything they wanted for you will become them. They will get whatever they wanted for you. they're going to have no other choice but to sit with it. That's why it pays to mind your own business and not invest so much energy and time into ruining somebody's life. Because it just might have your life in shambles. People thought they were clever. People thought they could gaslight me into thinking that they weren't doing what they were actually doing. And now they will sit with their aftermath of their own chaos, of what will ensue into their situation. Sometimes you just gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them. Know when to walk away and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. It's time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Alright, collective, I don't know if that was a good enough message for you tonight. I've been on here since when? Going on 9:30, 10 o'clock? It's been 140 minutes. Gotta know when to hold 'em. Know when to know when to walk away. Know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. It's time enough for counting when the deal is done. There's a time and for everything. Don't throw pearls before swine. Know who you're sharing your energy with. Have a little respect for yourself and the people around you. Support your community. And let's take back to Earth as a collective. But it starts with you. That's the biggest message here on my channel. It starts with absolutely every one of us individually. How do we want to show up? How do we want to support our community? Live in honor of your ancestors. Let's make it great. Because there's some pretty crazy people out there that thinking that they're making it great and they're doing a lousy job. It's about time to stand up, as tired as we are. Think of some ideas and let's run with it. We will be the change that we want to see in the world. We just have to stand up and take it. Make it. But until we, you know, in order for us to be good at it, we need to be good to ourselves. So that way we can be good to others. Again, it comes back, it starts with you. So how do you want to show up? On that note, everybody, I hope you have a good evening. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will catch you in the next one.